What happened to this thing? Uh-oh.
Now we don't have no sound for show.
Shane, do the sign language thing.
What was that?
All right.
Uh-oh. Now we don't have.
All right.
We had sound.
We had sound.
We had sound, Jason. You might want to turn yours up.
I should have known better to listen to Jason.
Josh Ryan says we got it now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's working.
What ain't working?
Right there it is.
All right.
Yeah.
We
we're
got
back.
sound now.
Can you hear me now?
All right.
Why do I always get this closed caption crap on my phone?
It's on mine too. Can you hear us now?
Yes, they have us.
Okay. All right. Episode number 93. Coming up on 100. You believe that, guys? Started this 2 years ago in March.
7 more weeks of this.
We would already be at 100 if we hadn't missed a couple.
Would we?
Yeah,
we missed 7 of them
We
already?
missed a few.
Holidays. You
Oh,
afraid
wow.
to do it by yourself?
I'm not doing it by myself. It's a tough crowd. It's hard to entertain.
No, it's not. You just got to be prepared.
Well, that's one thing we are not, is prepared. This daggum thing is killing me. I need me a stand to put my phone on instead of using my sunglasses.
We'll get one.
No.
Use some of our budget.
We got a budget now?
Yeah.
It only took 2 years.
We got a budget? I didn't know about that.
That's the most expensive cell phone holder I've ever seen.
Ain't it though?
Cookie says he'll 3D print you one. I could do that. I didn't even think about it. I got a 3D printer.
But Cookie's got the means to cut it out.
Well, you don't have to cut it out when you 3D print it.
No.
It
Okay.
just lays it down there.
No, I'll say I'm not that smart.
I didn't even think about that.
And you were making IQ cracks?
No, I asked what a high IQ score was.
All right, so you just got back from Florida today, right? We stopped at
Well,
Savannah.
actually, was in Savannah for my daughter's volleyball tournament. That's way more fun than fishing.
Just as stressful though.
It's worse. It's worse when you're sitting there watching and can't do anything.
Yeah.
Speaking of watching Harris Chain, did you see how many people were in Banana Cove?
I think maybe one.
One that wasn't.
Yeah. I seen that one day. Literally half the field was in there.
That's crazy. Is that place? That, I don't.
It's
I've been
not
there
very.
one
It's not
time.
very big.
And I can't say that I actually remember how big that place is. I mean, obviously it's big enough for 50 boats to be in it, but is there enough grass in there for it? It's just a big flat, right?
That's all it is. A big flat. There's a few shell bars and stuff like that in there. Gene Webster made the top 10 there last year in the Open, fishing a shell bar out there in Banana Cove. He probably didn't want nobody to know that, but now everybody knows.
I guess Buddy Gross had enough because he just stayed at the mouth of it, right? Is that what he was doing?
That's what it looked like to me, that he was fishing out just out in front of it. I mean, maybe the fish were going to him that were getting.
They were getting run off.
They were getting pressured for sure. Mitch Bergen says 100 acres estimated.
I'm just going to tell you all this. Davey Heist not a very good estimator.
But it worked out for him. I think it was the second day or the third, or maybe it was the first day. So he caught 53 pounders.
Yeah.
Obviously, he never caught any real big giants. I mean, there was an 11 weighed in. There was
A 10.
A
10 and
10.
11 the same day. Clifford Perch had a 10 and Cox had an 11.
a couple 9s, several 8s, 7s. But he weighted them out, and it worked out.
The big saying is, it's a marathon. Buddy Gross was on the right stuff for the marathon. sacked up 22 pounds the third day and took that big blue trophy home.
I wonder what's going on. Why the spawners didn't come into play more.
I think a lot of them have already spawned. Just by judging the weights from like the big bass and things like that were there a month ago. I mean, there was several 11 pounders, 10 pounders. I think a lot of them have already done it. I think there's still another wave to come. Like when we're there in about 3 weeks, I think I don't think it's going to get one sight fishing, but I think it's definitely going to play a role.
Well, yeah, you heard Drew Benton say on the final day, he said that.
I didn't. I was watching volleyball.
Gotcha. Well, the final day, I'm sorry, the day 3 weigh-in, he said the final day he thought that it was going to show out finally. Because, coming up to it, everybody said it was going to take over 100 pounds.
Everybody's looking at slugfest.
And there's going to be one sight fishing, and none of those fish
None of that came to.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there were fish caught off the bed.
Yeah.
And there were a lot caught off the bed. But there wasn't no.
It wasn't a sight fishing dominated tournament. It
Yeah.
was a little bit of everything.
I mean, all the giant ones, well, not all of them, but I mean, the 11 pounder was caught off the bed. Every one of Clifford Purchas's big ones were caught off the bed. But the other guys, just as many of the 8s and 9s and 7s and 6s, the other big ones were caught.
Well, Brian Schmidt caught that big one the last day, 8 pounder. Called it just casting.
Does anybody want to bring up the debacle of the first day?
The lock?
The debacle.
I don't know. Okay, I thought you were talking about the lock.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that. We just ain't got there yet. We
okay.
will. Yeah, we will.
I missed the debacle, apparently.
You didn't see that?
The lock?
I told you we'll talk about it in a minute. We got to finish talking about this other crap first.
What? I mean, this is part of the topic. Day one.
Here we go, bouncing around like lost.
Okay, finish. I'm
Nope.
just gonna say.
Nope, we're gonna talk about it. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. So, the top 10 was made up by sight. I don't think anybody sight fished the entire time.
No.
Obviously, the winner stayed offshore the whole time. You can call it offshore. I mean, he was fishing the shad spawn too. I didn't realize that was going on until the final day when they let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
But the old ball and chain
Ball and chain.
did it.
Ain't
The
that something?
double splash rig.
Ain't that something? That's how you always know somebody's throwing that stupid thing. Plop plop rig.
Stock of the Stunners is not terrible. I
It's not terrible. We got some.
don't think we have any more Blaze shallows, but
We definitely don't have any of those.
we have
Some plus ones.
pretty much everything else. Plus ones and regulars.
What color is Blaze?
That orange looking with the black tiger stripes on it.
Oh, fire tiger thing?
AKA Viper Tiger.
The-
If you're in the Mega Bass world.
Is that the red one?
This is the red. Yeah.
I thought the Viper Tiger was more red than that.
No. No,
It's not?
They're carbon copies.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's one I've never really thrown.
They bid it 2 weeks ago.
Thrown fire tiger, but not the red one.
Oh, we also got to talk about the 1v1. Yeah, we got to talk about that too.
We need a new challenger is what we need.
No, we don't.
Oh, yeah, we got to definitely have one of them. But we'll get on that in a minute. Let's finish up with the.
So I won our little gentleman's bet.
You did. Shocker there.
Well, you kicked my butt first one.
Yeah.
So you and I are even now. I guess Dave and I are even too. Even push for a bottle of water.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Tim Kelly does not want to talk about the 1v1, I don't believe.
Well,
And
sorry.
nobody-
That's
and
part of it.
And nobody won our Guess the Fisherman. Nobody picked Buddy Gross.
Nobody picked Buddy Gross?
Nobody.
There was only one person on it picked Scott Martin. One person picked Drew Benton and a whole bunch of John Coxes and
Well, you segue
John Cruzes and
perfectly into Scott Martin. We probably would have had to hand that man a gift card had Scott Martin had some Mustad or Hayabusa flipping hooks.
I'm gonna tell you something. When I was in the boat fishing, I had that mess in there playing. That is 100% the most epic meltdown ever captured on camera. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hated it happened to him, but it was just, I don't know if any of you guys seen it or not, but do yourself a favor.
Go watch day one,
Now-
the whole day.
Now, the thing about it is, don't watch it with kids around, because there's some graphic language in there, but
They did a pretty good job of cutting the live.
no,
Audio.
no, they did not. No, sir. No. They said his mama caught him and reamed him out on live. I didn't see that part. It was bad.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say this. I know my mom's watching, and I tend to try to be pretty decent, especially in a public scene. But I probably would have been right there with him.
Boy, I tell you, I'd have probably
What?
said worse things than
What
he
did he
did.
lose by?
I don't know how much he lost by.
Apparently, he could have had a big giant.
He
bag.
could have had.
Oh, he could have had.
He
He
30
would have. He
bucks.
would have had
320.
over 30, I think.
So basically,
He would have
He
won.
would've
He would have
won.
won.
I think he would have.
It would have been a guaranteed he would have won. But here's the problem. Okay, it happened. Yeah, he used some foul language, whatever. But it was almost like they were egging it on because they would not take the camera off of him.
Well,
Like the rest, it was on him for the bulk of the day. When he finally got to fish, they were on him like white on rice, and they wouldn't leave him alone.
Well-
he got hung up in the. Well, he didn't get hung up in the lock. They didn't open the lock for like 2.5 hours.
oh, they opened the lock. They were running it. It just takes
He was
Ever-
that far behind. them.
every lock cycles 22 minutes in that lock, and the lock
Gotcha.
only holds 3 boats, and you can't squeeze, push a fourth one in there. It holds 3 boats, and I think there was 20. I want to say it was 26 or 27 guys locked through the first day. But it got less and less each day.
Well, yeah, I know he stood outside of it for 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of bad planning on his part. Obviously, he knew that, there was going to be a... And the thing about it is where you sit in that lock, he could have went back up. If it was me, I would have seen how many people was there, and I would have went back up to because there's several canals that are off the Apopka Canal that he could have went in and sight fished for a couple hours or done something other than sit in a boat for 2 hours. Because he was one of the last boats to take off anyway, so there's no more people coming.
Right.
But
He
whatever
still
he
did it.
I
If he
mean,
had caught what landed, he would have done it anyway.
he got his own method to his madness or whatever, and he can, he obviously knows what he's doing, so it was his game plan, and he stuck to it. And you hate to see something like that happen to somebody, but on the flip side of it, it made for some awesome TV.
Yeah, I wonder what the next YouTube episode's gonna look like.
I don't know. I don't follow him or any of that
Nah.
crap. I can't get into the whole
I don't watch a whole bunch of YouTube.
YouTube stuff. Too old, I guess.
Brandon will tell us about it.
No. Can't believe I don't watch YouTube and we're on YouTube. Man.
Well, I don't have to watch us. I know what happens here.
No, you don't. You forgot what happened last week.
Man, I forgot what happened 20 minutes ago.
Exactly.
Squirrel.
Getting old.
All right, so Harris chain.
Harris chain.
So we do have.
You know what? You know what I did here. So another Tackle Warehouse Tour Pro was in here today, who happened to be on the phone with another Tour Pro and said that the amount of Tackle Warehouse Pro Tour guys that were down there going to relook at waypoints they made during the Elite Series event today was ridiculous.
Oh, I guarantee it.
He said it was ridiculous.
I guarantee it. Here's the bad part about that is it's hard to how do I want to say this and not sound like a ding dong. Look at there. I told you had a good score on your fantasy fishing.
I know. I had
Golly.
a great score.
But you did not win.
No, I didn't.
Didn't win ours?
Nope. We're at 100
Man, you got smashed.
30
Captain?
points.
Noni? I'm not sure who that is. Well, we have a prize back for you.
Is that Brian Hartzell? Is that who that is?
I think so.
Possibly.
I sucked it up.
David, tell them what they want.
You got a Chase Baits prize pack. Some crawfish, some flipping baits, and I think there's even a little swim bait.
Look at that.
Thing
You beat Joey by 2 points.
That's a given. I'm always going to beat Joe. It don't matter what we're doing.
I got smoked again. Just can't put it together.
Yeah, we got 50 people playing now.
Yeah.
49.
David, you're doing good. You're in the top
Well, sure he is. I said his team for him.
90-something percent.
What's that?
You're in the top 90-something percent.
Yeah, I think 97. Yeah.
Look at that.
You're
You are
within 1,000.
929 overall. That's pretty solid.
That's pretty good.
No, it's getting ready to go downhill from
No. We're going to win something with that one.
Sean Ski said he's disappointed you aren't starting a YouTube channel.
Who? Me?
Sean, yeah, you.
here. I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Backlash Central.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you backlash. And this is how you get it out.
You know, I bet you I could get a million views on that alone.
Probably.
How to get out a backlash.
I'll take that bet.
And I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, I know I can get a million views getting a backlash.
Yeah.
We've already proven that.
Absolutely. Robin, you know why I didn't have any Saturday? Because I said his real for him on Wednesday.
No, because I didn't skip any docks
Oh.
on Saturday.
Oh.
Y'all definitely have
Oh.
backlash this Saturday. Robin's just trying to segue into
No.
that because they won.
No backlash this Saturday.
Whatever. I didn't have anything for him. I only had 14 and. Did I have 14 and a half or 14 and a
Did you
quarter?
finish second?
Yeah.
14.25 is what I
Yeah.
think it was.
We only had one 3.5 pounder and a whole bunch of 2.5s to go with it. David had all 3.5s.
Smacked y'all around, didn't
Yeah, we got him. Our big fish was bigger, but it didn't measure up to Ron's. Ron had a 5 pounder.
476
Ron
Farrow.
Farrow.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Sean, the drama is on day one of the live broadcast of Bassmaster. Maybe about
It's around lunchtime.
3 hours into it.
Yeah. Jason Land, the first NPFL is this week coming.
They're practicing now.
They're practice. It starts what, Wednesday, Thursday?
What's
Thursday.
the day? Monday they started practice. They practice Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, start Thursday.
David's first video on YouTube gonna be skipping docks.
I promise y'all, square a pole or a pontoon.
A pontoon.
Depends on which I come
Yeah,
to.
that's right.
I was gonna say you use the word a, as in one.
I'll get the first one out of the way, and probably the second and third one too.
We all hit him.
What's it going to take Saturday in the CBC? 18 pounds.
It'll take 20.
No.
14. 14
No,
and a half.
no.
Think more
It'll
than
take,
that?
it'll take at least, I'm going to say 17.
Think take 17?
Yeah.
It's gonna fall off real fast.
If you catch 17, you got a shot. If you catch 18, I think you got a dead nuts lock at it.
I think it's gonna be tougher than that.
Well, how
Well,
would you know? Your partner was on this lake Sunday.
here's what I think's going to happen. If we get all that rain that was forecasted, I haven't looked at it today.
Oh, I think it's gone now.
It's petered out.
It was supposed to rain every day.
So Lake Lake Norman.
What
It's
kind of
still
weather app
there.
is that? I can't even read that thing.
It's a Don't
underground. It's underground.
That's way too complicated. Is it going to rain or not?
There's a 60% chance Wednesday, 40% chance Friday, Thursday, and then it's going to slack off Friday, Saturday, 40%. I'm sure it'll pour on Saturday. It's going to be cloudy and chance of rain with 10 mile
What
an hour
is
winds.
this? 18. What is that?
Oh, that's Monday morning.
That's here?
Yeah, that's up your neck of the woods.
18?
That's what it says.
That's messed up. Well, anyway, I think what you're gonna see at Lake Norman is if it does rain, the upper end of the lake should get a little color in it, and the crankbait bite should turn on because it sucked this year. It hadn't been worth a crap.
I hope they do bite a crankbait, and not that thing that's got 5 swim baits on it, or 9, or 27,
29,
or how many ever.
Yeah. Waits for the BFL at Santee. I don't know, Sean. I'm trying to come. The guy I was supposed to go with just backed out a few minutes ago, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But
Who was that? Don't tell him it was me.
no,
Oh, okay.
Pug.
Oh.
He's up there at Cumberland. He thought he was gonna be home. What a ding dong.
The way he was talking, you might as well just come on home.
Yeah, might as well just come on home and let's just go. He told me he has a great game plan. I'm gonna tell you something now. Y'all check this out. He said if the fish weren't biting, he was gonna call the tournament officials and tell them that he's got COVID. What they gonna do?
Well, I mean, we kind of just ratted him out a little
I'm
bit.
just kidding. He's not gonna do that. But
Tim
I think
Kelly, the
it'll
weights
take
at
more than
Santee will
23.
be upper 20s.
oh, it'll take 30 pounds to win at Santee. It's gonna be warm all week. It'll take 30 pounds.
Yeah.
I hope it does.
I hope I catch it.
You ever caught a 30-pound bag?
No,
Not even.
I take that
Not
back.
even goofing off.
I take it. Not alone. Not
So
alone.
that day you and I had at Murray when we quit at 11 the day before.
Yeah,
You had 24 or whatever.
yeah.
We had every bit of 27.
I had to, yeah. I caught a 30-pound bag at Murray, but not alone, and another 30-pound bag at Gunnersville that was not alone. But a team tournament, or if it would have been in a team tournament, we would have. The biggest bag I've ever individually caught was 28 something. That was at Jordan Lake.
Spinnerbait.
Nope, jig.
Jig.
Second week of March. Water's 55 degrees. I whacked them suckers.
Flipping bushes. Lay downs.
And bushes.
That ain't no fun.
Brent or Bradford will win with 28 plus. I wouldn't bet against that, Sean. Are you fishing? I know you are.
Makes me want to come down there now. Instead, I'm going to go tangle with 12.5 pounds on Lake Norman.
If you're lucky, just like me.
All right, so what else we got to talk about? 1v1.
1v1. So the winter trail thing out here wrapped up. We didn't have a championship. We just fished them all. 100% payback every week.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. Because I only got to fish 3 of them because y'all kept moving from Sunday.
Signing on a new house tomorrow. What has that got to do with going fishing? Man, you got to get your priorities right.
But I think Lee did a good job out there this year. The whole bounty thing was kind of cool. I know you guys got in on it early on.
Yep.
I think the biggest thing, like we talked about, is get the pricing a little bit more friendly,
Yeah,
given the fact that it costs like $190 million to fill up a boat now.
No doubt.
As I say, it costs as much to drive from my house to this lake as it used to drive from here to Lake Norman.
Yeah. Then you go out there and spend $70 or $80 in gas in the boat.
And if you don't catch anything, another $100 in snacks.
That's funny. I'd like to sleep in it and I'll just pay for it. That's awesome.
But so that all wrapped up. I think we talked about it. David had 16 and change. I had 14 and a quarter, something like that. Didn't catch me a spotted bass though.
Did you not?
And I figured out how to catch some largemouth.
Maybe largemouth are eating them all.
I doubt it. We just got away from 'em. We found some pre-spawn blown up. Looked like every one of them had eaten softballs. Every one of them looked like they used to, except they're only that big now
Yeah,
instead of that big.
The females have digressed to 3-pounders and not 5s or 6s.
Not 5s and 6s.
The ones reading I caught, man, every one of them was about that big and about that wide.
I love those kind. Those fish are so pretty.
Their mouths are about they're about that big around.
Yeah.
So, I mean they're hopefully this lake rebounds. I mean I don't know how long it'll take to do it, but
I don't know that it'll ever be what it was.
I don't think it's possible.
the amount I feel like when you get on like a real good pre-spawn pattern and you finally find them, I think we've all fished enough in the pre-spawn to know you're either catching them or you're not getting a bite when they get all grouped up.
Yeah.
And what we saw on live scope, we were around a whole bunch of fish. Obviously not all of them are going to bite. A lot of followers, a lot of hooked in the top of the head with jerk bait, those types of things.
Come up there slapping at it.
And slap at it, hooked one in the in the butt and the tail and all that crap. And there's a lot of places you throw on them and they wouldn't even move. But that stuff's just like offshore fish. You get one to bite and they'll all eat for 15 minutes and you got to leave them come back. But the ones we caught, man, they finally looked. And I hadn't been out here for a month and a half. They finally looked like they used to look around Christmas time, when they used to be all.
When it got cold and stayed
It got cold and it was, they've been eating bait for 2 months. I mean, I don't know. It was it's good to see that finally.
Yeah, absolutely.
We only caught 2 spotted bass and every one of them was that big. I said we caught none. We caught 2 about that big. And
Just throw them up on the bank.
no,
Good.
I caught one spot.
you had a spot. In your
Literally,
bag.
I had one spot all day long, and it weighed 350.
That's a good one.
The 2 that we did, we live scoped them out of the same little pack of them. There were 4 of them, and we caught 2 of them.
Little turds. Tommy Streeter, what's up, Tommy? Hope you're doing good, man.
320. That's what Sean. Somebody told you that right before we started. 328.
328 boats at Gunnersville.
Goodness gracious.
Better them than me.
26 pounds at Murray.
I mean, Gunnersville's big, but that's still gonna fish tight.
Oh, they even opened up Wheeler. They're going to let them lock through the Wheeler.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
Think anybody will go?
I guarantee it. Yeah. But here's what doesn't make any sense to me. They still can't fish the Tennessee end of Nickajack.
Nickajack's above and Wheeler's below, right?
Yeah.
There'll be a bunch of people on a tail race of Wheeler. Now I think about it.
Guaranteed. There'll be a bunch of people because they spilling water down there right now.
There'll be a bunch of people on a tail race of whacking drum.
A bunch of them. Lake still sucks.
I know, Chris. With David and I talked about that in the parking lot. There was 5 or 6 years ago. I had Christian and I had between 19 and 21 and 22 pounds about every weekend, and we came in 3rd. It felt like every weekend. Weights this past fall was much better than previous fall in Wiley. Maybe getting better.
I think
I think the spots are starting to.
my official
Yeah.
opinion on this is yes, spots,
Spots are going to play major. You-
and the guys that learn how to fish 4 spots on Wiley will do fine when the largemouth don't want to play. Like anything after the spawn and a little post spawn.
Probably true.
I'm looking forward to April with my son. I'll have to come up your way to catch 100 on a wacky rig now.
Dang right.
No.
They're going to be everywhere. I mean, they already were. Early this year, you got there and catch 114 inches on an Alabama rig and a jerkbait.
That's so much fun.
Mm.
Whacking them on a wacky rig like that.
It'll be my boy will get a kick out of it.
All right, so where we at?
So, CBC. Let's go back to the CBC.
Okay.
You really think it's going to take 17 pounds of wind.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this: if someone catches 17, they will definitely win.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's just
You put 200 boats on that lake, somebody will figure it out.
yeah.
They're gonna have to have big largemouth.
Who?
No, they're gonna catch all spotted bass.
No, they're not gonna catch all spotted bass, but you're not gonna have to catch all largemouth either.
I didn't say all. I said one big one.
Oh, one
6
big one?
pound largemouth.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know there was a 6-pound class spot caught up on Norman this weekend.
Yeah, it was a big one.
It only took 12 to win Saturday up there. In the cat, 12 and change.
Yeah, but it took 14 in a high school tournament.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna catch what I can catch. How about that?
That's all you can do.
I'm taking my dad fishing, hoping to just have fun.
There you go.
That's all I want to do. If I go up and have fun, he has fun. It was a good day. It only cost me $260 to enter.
Small price to pay.
That's it.
Oh man.
What high school tournament was up in Norman this past weekend?
I'm not sure.
I heard Saturday was a train wreck up there.
It was the Bass Regional, I think.
I got you.
Cade Sturgill, and I don't know who his partner was, but Austin White, boat captain for him. They had 14 and change, and pretty much blew it away from what I can gather.
I don't think so. They'd have won the cat too.
They'd have won everything on the lake that day.
Yeah. Joel, how will Santee play out on? How will
Saturday.
BFL play out? So everything that I've heard, those fish have not moved to the bed yet,
Nope, but they are.
but they are very close.
Yeah,
Which typically means as long as they don't get up there and get all messed up right before they go on the bed,
yeah.
it will take an absolute sack to win.
Mega bag.
I think somebody could look at him and win this weekend at Santee. All right, Queen, whatever.
Got him.
Nah, I mean, whatever. I'm not even going to entertain the stupidity out of that little fella.
Oh gosh.
He better be careful. The wind blows; it'll blow him away with his hair.
They
as
don't
long
know
as it
this
is.
place is closed.
That's probably Queen right there.
Probably.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know who it is.
When do you leave again to go
I don't go
till March?
Yeah, March. It's the week after the Classic.
And the tackle, is there not a off limits for you guys down there?
Mm-hmm. It was.
Yeah, it's 14 days.
I think it's today.
Today's the last day.
It's not 14 days.
Ron told me Wednesday was when it went off limits, and it was 14 days off before the tournament. Because y'all start on a Sunday or Monday or something stupid this time.
Oh, do we?
That's what he was saying.
I don't know. I'm terrible with that. Keeping up with that stuff.
I like how Matt Queen likes to talk smack. He don't even fish.
He fished the other day. I saw
Yeah.
something on
He
social
went-
media.
He went to Monticello.
He got in a boat with somebody that took him on a guide trip at Monticello.
Yeah.
Does that tournament really start in the middle of the week?
That's what I was told today.
I don't have any idea.
I'm gonna look it up for you.
Look it up for me. Because I don't know. See there? Sean says definitely caught spawners in February here before.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, I've caught them
Yeah.
in there too. It's just been cold this year.
I've caught one off the bed on Wiley in February before,
Really?
but it was warm.
March
Like for-
13th. Yeah, first day is a Sunday.
That's the first day of the tournament?
Yeah,
March the 13th?
and that's daylight savings time.
Oh boy. I hope
What?
Boy, there's gonna be a bunch of people late on that day. March Bass Boat Technology Stop 2 Harris Chain of Lakes, March 13th to the 16th. 13th is a Sunday. And
That's the first day of the tournament.
and that's daylight savings time.
Holy crap.
Don't be late. Man, all your all's
Wow.
graphs
That's
are going.
That's a train wreck waiting to happen.
All your all's graphs are going to be wrong and everything.
Nah, mine automatically changes.
Yeah, that's you better make sure.
Mine automatically changes.
Pull a John Cruise and write it on your hand.
Yeah, don't
A lot of guys do that.
pull Mike Stevens and come back an hour late.
Yeah.
That's a guaranteed. I don't care. He does it in the spring and the fall. He either shows up an hour early or an hour late.
Dang. Weighed in 26 a couple years ago with 3 sight fish. Got beat by 33.
And they probably caught every one of them looking at him.
Who's going to win the Classic?
Boy. Oh, he's,
I don't have a clue this year.
Patrick Walters. He'll have the hometown favorite.
I'm going to tell you who I would not bet against in this deal, and that's Brandon Cobb.
That's
Yeah.
another one, yeah.
I would not bet against Brandon at all.
He's got to be the favorite.
If he's not, there's something bad wrong with Bassmasters. Brandon's kind of flew under the radar. I mean,
Hang on, is that the next tournament? So that's what I got to
Yeah.
pick fantasy fishing
No.
for?
Yeah, that's the next one.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
John Cox.
John Cox. John Cox is not going to win.
Sydney Reynolds, Brian knew. He will tell you he doesn't have a good track record at Hartwell. He doesn't like Hartwell, at least per conversations we've had.
If it keeps getting down to 18 in the morning like it's going to next week, it'll be all ditch fishing again.
Let's see what a lot of people don't realize about the whole ditch fishing is that those fish school like mad for about the first hour of the morning.
It
Yeah,
is
then it gets
dead.
tough.
And then as dead as a hammer. When them herring leave, so do the bass.
Yeah, you follow them until you run to the drop shotters.
Yep. 28 to win the first cat. Santee.
Sean Ski, Patrick.
I'm going to tell you something. They'll probably be looking at him on Hartwell a little bit.
It's possible.
I'm just saying, I'm going to put
It's
that
possible.
out here first.
If you know where to look, it's possible.
And Cox has won at Hartwell before.
It was full blown spawn when he won though.
Cox is a bed, shallow water. Does he even have a graph up front on his boat?
In Florida, down at the Harris Chain, he did not.
Yeah,
Was
I
not
didn't
running
think so.
a front graph.
Hank will probably win with his track record. I mean,
I
he's
think
two.
that was sarcastic.
He's 2 for 2.
Not a Hartwell.
I'm talking about the last 2.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The only problem with that is I think that's going to play more into a. And if now, granted, there again, if it stays warm, they could come to the bank. But I'm going to say that they're not coming to the bank at Hartwell.
Jacob did really well down there when it was freezing cold.
He did really
last
well,
time.
but you know how he caught them?
Mm-mm.
In the ditches in the morning
Did
time. After that, struggled.
You can follow those fish out, and you can stay with them, but they get harder and harder to catch as the day goes on.
That's how Takahiro was catching down there, super
What?
deep, with a Nico rig, cut tail worm. All those guys. You'd have guys blast them in the morning in the ditches, and then the guys that would hang around like him and Brett Hite and all those guys were out there super deep, Nico rigging them.
Nico rig.
That's what they were doing.
Oh, it catches them, that's for sure.
They made it to the final day doing that crap.
Tim Kelly says he's going to go with G-Man. What's wrong with him?
Who? Jerry?
Tim Kelly.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's probably still reeling from the 1v1.
He's still trying to figure out what happened out here Wednesday.
I think so. I hope they do come shallow. I'm tired of catching them off the bank. It was fun
It's still
blasting
fun.
a cup of them
It's
shallow.
still fun, Brandon. Come on.
Yeah, it is, but you
It's
know
still
how it
fun.
is.
Catch them on jerkbait?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
Christie, yeah. I mean, Christie had it won until
Till he made the biggest bonehead decision ever by
Yeah.
not picking up a worm
yeah.
to catch one more keeper. But you know, I say as a bonehead, in the heat of the moment like that,
You
Hey.
would you Wouldn't have either.
No, he's not. He's not thinking about let me catch another keeper. He's thinking I got to have another 3-pounder.
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't know until you come
no,
in.
heck
Unless
no.
you got the score tracker update.
You live by the sword and die by the sword. And he went down his way. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
There is an MLF event going on. Did Britt make it in today? He was on.
Britt was the last one to get in today.
Did he get in?
20th.
Good. I thought it was funny. So Jacob Wheeler was leading and had
Jacob Wheeler
over 100 pounds.
Jacob Wheeler beat him by like 48.
He lapped
Like
him.
48 pounds. He could have took what he beat second by and still qualified.
And they didn't even. He didn't get any coverage because he was beating him so bad.
Well, you know, at one point in the day, I was kind of listening to it coming up the road from Savannah. So I can't even talk. From Savannah today, and he was out there doing YouTube videos.
Was he really?
Yes. During the middle of the tournament. He's
We
like,
kind of got to check our battery life here.
he was like, I don't need to catch anymore. So he decided to do some videos and stuff. And then he picked up his jerkbait and went back to catching them again. I mean, man, I don't know. That dude's on another planet right now.
Britt did get in.
Yeah, I told you. He was the last one.
Yep. So Jacob Wheeler caught 30 bass, biggest 8 pounds.
For 121
For
pounds.
121 pounds. Is that a new? No, that's not. That'd have been a single day record.
It might be the record for the least amount of fish and the heaviest weight.
That place is showing out right now.
Not really. You look at it.
He had 30 bass for what weight?
121 pounds.
Yeah, he averaged 4.03333
Yeah.
repeating. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. He's on another planet for sure.
We had Britt in here last time. Remember him talking about all the publicity and stuff he got for barely not making it.
Yeah.
Somebody congratulating him for, man, I was watching you almost. He goes, that's when you realize it was. You know, some dude was telling me I did a good job for almost finishing 20th. But again, you know, it makes for good TV, right? That's where the drama is at the end of it.
Losing
who's
is
gonna get in or
on
not.
earth. Can't dwell on yesterday. Yep, that's very true.
That's right.
Very, very true.
We've all had our butt cut.
On a regular basis.
Yeah.
You have to be a very stable individual to bass fish. Because if you get mad and your feelings get hurt, boy, you're in for a long day.
Lots of peaks and valleys. More valleys than peaks.
True. So true. Well,
Run out of stuff to talk
I
about.
think we need to get on with the 1v1.
Got another challenger?
Well, we got to talk about the one we just had first.
Oh. So David won. Beat Mr. Tim Kelly.
Yep, who was gracious enough to drive up here from Irmo
He was.
and spend the day with us.
He had 13 pounds.
13, yeah. We'll call it 13.
Pretty decent little bag.
Cookie call. He already was on
He
here.
did.
Cookie called a shot.
He did call a shot.
Told him about one of the best points on the lake that David didn't know anything about.
Yeah, no, I knew nothing about
Then
it.
he went back there and caught all my fish. Way to go, that Cookie. I appreciate it.
We did catch a couple back there Saturday, too. Now, I will say, I started out Sunday morning where I went back and watched some of the live videos. I started out and caught a limit where Tim Kelly was sitting at the hot hole. They're there, they're biting.
What are you talking about?
Tim Kelly sat at the hot hole for a little while.
Oh, down in Big House?
Mm-hmm. Went there in the morning, caught a limit, like 6 casts.
So you poached his hole.
Oh, yeah.
Golly.
No,
Then he poached my hole.
oh, boy, here we go.
Here we go. Hashtag poacher.
All right,
Man,
Poacher, you want to challenge me, Brandon?
no.
I think you should, Brandon. I think
What,
you
on hole
should.
poaching?
No.
My boat's just a touch faster.
No. No, I think you should challenge it for the belt, Brandon.
It'd have to be on the weekend.
That's okay. We'll make an exception for you. You're special.
I don't know if I can do it. We got CBC this weekend. We got a. Let me look at here. Let me make sure I get this right. I was looking at my calendar. We got a CBC this weekend. We got a baseball tournament the next weekend. My son's birthday is the next weekend.
You look kind of peaked. You sure you don't have the Rona?
I'm positive. I'm sorry. I can't be missing any work. CBC, that's 26. My son's birthday is March 5th, which is a baseball tournament.
Don't doubt it. Let's go, Brandon.
Baseball tournament. I can't remember what that weekend. A baby shower.
You don't have to go to a baby shower.
No, but I gotta watch the kids.
They can camera for you.
Send them to grandma's.
Can't do that.
Let me call Bart and ask him.
Grandma's will be at the baby
Well,
shower.
Bart won't. You call him
My
and ask
dad
him.
works on Saturdays.
He'll take a day off.
He can't do it.
I bet he will.
Then we got another CBC in there somewhere. Then baseball tournaments. And the baby's gonna be here. Can't do it. I already laid all that out for y'all early.
Yeah, no, you did. I'll give you that.
Golly.
Then when number 3 gets here,
Brandon's on lockup.
Brandon might have a boat for sale.
nah, that boat won't go nowhere. That boat is the best kind, paid for.
It doesn't eat anything.
Nope.
When it doesn't move, it don't eat.
It can sit there and the tires can rot off of it.
But you might need some diapers or some formula.
Call grandma.
Now
Now
everybody,
we're gonna call grandma.
now everybody's trying to get Chris Marshall challenge.
I think you and Chris should go to Santee's, where you should go.
Heck no, I don't even know. I mean, I'd be scared to run around that place.
You should go down there.
I thought you couldn't get camera service down there.
Where?
Well, we would
Santee.
we would film it and post it.
I can tell you this. I'll take Chris, but it won't be at Wiley, and it won't be at Murray.
Chris hadn't challenged.
No, he hasn't.
Queen did. Well, we can't put that little ratchet jaw sucker on camera.
No.
Queen would be good on camera.
No, it won't.
You don't think so?
No.
How many? We could have, if we put Queen on camera, we could have an over/under poll on how many times he says "boy."
No.
You're scared.
No scared.
No. Not scared, just smart.
I'm not scared of him. I can assure you that.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Tim Kelly. See, here's the thing.
Queen's too busy working. Duck season's over.
Queen ain't working
Bro,
up with them jaws.
That's all. That's.
You
I'll
gotta-
tell you what.
You gotta
He was
get
in-
him,
he
you
was
gotta
in-
get him before turkey
He was
season.
in here today and he had to oil them.
I'll tell you something. For as much as that boy eats, he talks a lot to burn all them calories.
1v1 golf challenge. I'm in for
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that.
and the long drive contest.
Yeah, no.
And then I'm out. Name the lake. We can go through week whenever you want. Challenge him, Queen. You got to challenge him.
When's the last time you talked to Queen? You think he'd keep it PG enough to be on?
No. No.
He
No.
could do it.
No.
He could do it.
Man, this thing is. I must talk really bad.
Why?
Because this thing can't understand a word I'm saying.
It doesn't speak Lincoln to me.
It don't speak hillbilly.
Pumpkin Center. So we have an open out there.
We'll do what?
We got to open. No one's in line. But I was doing the math. I think you're 6-2, aren't you?
Something like that.
Jason Land's the only one to take you down twice.
Yeah, and he almost didn't do it the second time too, but I had to.
But he did.
I had to poop.
But he did.
I had to poop.
That's bad preparation.
It was bad preparation. And I can tell you this: don't ever use that porta john at
At
Alcoa.
Alcoa Landon.
Where did he?
That
be-
thing come over here on the arc.
Where did he? Where did he? That's right. He got you.
He got me out here.
Chicken.
Queen, I think that's a rooster, bud.
Go. That's right, Queen. Go Cox.
Chris Marshall Day. All right, so I guess it is Queen. Now I gotta get creative.
Do
about
we
where I'm
really?
taking-
Do we really got?
No, I really don't want to. Like he doesn't meet the height qualifications.
God, here we go. Now we're gonna take cheap shots.
Title holder. Yeah, title
That's not
holder.
a cheap shot. I mean, have you looked at him? He's 4'9".
Sean, the title holder does pick the lake. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. You put Queen on there, the trash talking will be. We will have some of the best views of trash talking there is.
Yeah.
The problem is I mean, we don't have a beat button.
We'll just have to tell him he can't do it. Queen is a grown
First-
man. He can control what comes out of his
First
mouth.
foul language he uses, he's disqualified.
No.
We wouldn't lead the boat.
That'd be rough. Fair enough.
What lake? I get a moment to think about what lake, don't I?
Yeah, you don't have to do it.
Do
right
I
now.
have to fire this off the cuff right now?
No.
I mean, Queen's on here. Now's the
No.
time to do it. I say go to Watery.
That's kind of where I'm leaning towards.
What?
Or we could go to Murray.
Go somewhere you ain't gonna catch no fish. That sucks.
Well, it took almost 22 to win at Watery this past weekend.
That's right.
Did it?
Round Man and
Yes,
Butch
sir.
had 20,
Round
21.
man, Round Man got out on the lake and showed them boys he still got it.
I like that idea right there.
Greenwood?
Greenwood.
I've never seen that lake in my life.
Is Greenwood?
Well, Queen probably hadn't either.
I
Oh,
thought
I
everybody was
guarantee he
complaining
has.
about Greenwood. I thought spots had taken over down there, and it's
I will say this.
the
Sean
land of
Ski-
14 inchers now.
Greenwood?
That's what I've heard. Somebody tell me if it's taking sacks at Greenwood still. I think the rule on the rematch is you have to have the belt in order to have a rematch.
Hang on a second.
Or you be a champion, which I still have a rematch.
Hang on a
Coming.
Joey
second.
I'm
still
gonna wait.
has a rematch,
I'm gonna wait
too.
till Queen beats you, and then I'm gonna go beat Queen.
Ooh.
Oh, assuming Queen beats me.
Hey man, I'm
It is
just
on-
I'm just building
Hey,
drama.
It is on fire right now.
What is?
Greenwood.
Chris Marshall, you're right. I will not challenge you at Murray.
John Sharp said he saw a 10 yesterday.
A 10. He's a 10.
10. Kind of like Billy Bob.
28 pounds yesterday.
Me too. Where? That
At
was
Greenwood.
That was a Santee. I wasn't at Greenwood.
I was gonna say,
There used to be 28-pound bags come out of Greenwood, pretty regular.
John Sharp says Greenwood. It's on fire right now. I seen a 10 yesterday at 28 pounds at Greenwood.
Dang. You know what they bite at Greenwood?
Alabama rig.
No, they do bite that. They bite the jig at Greenwood.
and nobody jerk bait
Greenwood's small.
and a
figure,
crankbait.
figure out Greenwood.
Greenwood.
I know where we ought to take Queen. We ought to take him back up to
Moss.
Moss.
Yep. There you go.
I'd rather go to Greenwood and see 25 pounds. Instead
Assuming I could catch 25 pounds.
Well, you got a better chance to get to 25 at Greenwood than you do at Moss.
That's true.
There you go. Little Brit had a monster bag on Greenwood
There's some
yesterday.
more of that live scope fishing. I ain't got that in my bag.
Those are A-rig fish.
And they have a good cheeseburger. You got me sold now. A good cheeseburger.
We're going to Greenwood?
I don't know what we're doing.
Man, you just said we were sold. Now you're backing out.
I mean, I get persuaded by cheeseburgers.
Do
Can't
I-
you tell?
Do I need to give you lunch money to go down
Well, I like a good cheeseburger.
I
I mean,
mean-
come on.
I hadn't turned a meal down.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something. I was in Savannah this weekend with my daughter playing volleyball, right?
That's another place you won't catch me dead again.
Well, I was kind of tired when I met up with them Friday. Well, they all went to Tybee Island to eat seafood. Well, I decided not to go just because I didn't want to get in all that mess. So I'm looking around for something to eat. Well, there's Five Guys.
Mm-mm.
I went to Five Guys. I got a cheeseburger, an order of fries,
Cost
and
you
a drink.
$25.
It was $23
Holy cow.
to eat a freaking cheeseburger.
Yeah, well, the other day, Ron, you weren't here. You were gone. Ron called me because he knew I was by myself. He's like, "You want me to pick up lunch?" I'm like, "Yeah, where are you going?" He said, "Five Guys." I said, "Okay, give me X, Y, and Z with fries and a milkshake."
Oh Lord.
For two of us, it was like 46 and change.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Did y'all-
nah,
Did
man.
y'all share the milkshake?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
You
don't
said
share.
for two of you.
When it comes to food, I don't share, didn't you know?
Stingrays on Tybee Island.
I've never been.
there.
I've never been to Tybee Island.
Tybee Island's cool. We used to go. We've been a couple times vacation.
Mm-mm-mm.
So Greenwood next Tuesday.
Do what? Man,
You gotta go before the classic. You gotta go before Shane leaves.
Oh, Queen.
yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
well, you got time to think about it. You don't have to decide right now.
Well, we do need to get another one out of the way before.
Well, if you want to decide,
I'm not going to decide.
it's on.
where.
It's on you. What
I'm
do you
not going to decide the where right this minute. If Queen wants challenge, I mean,
Y'all ought to ride down to Lanier.
now that's what we're talking.
Take
Prob-
him down there.
Problem is, he ain't going to go down there.
Yeah, all
ain't
he
that
said,
much further than
any
Greenwood.
lake, any time is exactly what he said.
Be at Laurel Park from your house in what, 3 hours?
I can be there
all
in
right.
3 hours at my house.
Tim Kelly, next event, we'll do a little side wager. I'll give you a little redemption.
I was gonna say you gotta go for it. That's what I said. You gotta squeeze it in between duck season and turkey season.
Listen. No, here's the thing. He's on my schedule.
That's exactly
Because I
right.
kind of hold the belt. So I get to set the rules. He has to play by the rules in my game.
We can't wait 3 months to go down there.
Well, we're not going to wait 3 months.
Boy, that'd be good there.
Need to go for it to get it there
Yeah,
and spawn.
Where?
So if you're going to Lanier,
they're not going to Lanier. Neither one of them. One of them scared, nothing. The other's glad of it.
I still have flashbacks.
I
of
still have to.
coming off of Doc's eating a mag draft when I was down there.
I have to get approval from the higher powers too, because I'm not sure I'm in good graces right now.
Man, you must have really messed up.
No, I mean, there's just a lot of work going on, and if I'm out goofing off and other people are working, it doesn't look good for the home team.
Tips on catching cruisers. What time of the year?
I think Jason Gibbs is asking for the CBC at Lake Norman this weekend, because he mentioned this early on and said ultra clear water.
Good luck.
And from what I hear, Ramsey's got about 12 to 14 foot of visibility in it right
yeah.
now.
So does Davison.
And yeah, no, I got nothing for that either.
Cast net.
Go find some dirty water.
I don't have any tips for those except if you see them and it's that clear, then they've seen you, and you might as well just go on.
You got that right, because
Because they can see you a whole lot better than you can see them. I don't have any tips for that.
Ew.
Bomb cast with a wacky rig or a shaky head or something terrible like that, but that's the only thing I would know to do.
Yeah, they ran from the baits, which tells me they're.
That means they're getting ready to go then.
Well, first, I'm gonna say that he's probably too close.
Yeah.
If falls through with Queen, I'd give it a shot. I can't catch him very good anyway. He's so full of crap. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. Them ones that pour mouth.
Oh yeah,
He's
No,
terrible on Santee too. You
Yeah.
wanna go down there.
Yeah.
I've already heard stories.
He might have a place you could stay at.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh gosh.
I don't know what to do. I don't know. I mean, Queen, like,
Any tournaments here this weekend?
here, right here,
I mean, other than the CBC?
nothing. No, BFL.
It sucks.
Y'all should have. We should get some night vision. You and Queen have a nighttime showdown.
Why?
No, I'll tell you what we need is some lapel mics. That's what we need.
Yeah,
Lapel?
lapel mics would make it easier.
I thought, the whole time I was with David, I thought that, with me getting up on the front deck with him, that it would all be. I went back and watched a bunch of it. You hear me fine, but when he's answering stuff, you can't hear a pooping thing.
Really?
Sucks.
Did you turn your video so it was facing him?
Mm-hmm.
No,
You
it's
did?
probably because if I'm talking and my back's to him
Yeah, but still, if I'm,
and the wind's blowing and everything else, there's a cat on Murray.
I can't fish that. If Brett would let me fish, I would be there with bells on. He ain't letting me fish, so I'm not going down there.
Tim Kelly says come to Santee and do a side bet with you.
Oh,
Full tank of gas.
well, that's about $150 there.
All right, well,
Shane's got my number if you need a victim. Man, he's trying to bait you in.
I'm aware.
He's trying to say 7-2.
I wanna. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that out loud.
You gonna go look up his Bassmaster profile?
No, I just want
Okay.
I want a little clout to challenge. Queen ain't got much. Sean Ski, I've heard he's a stick at Santee from time to time. And if you can catch him at Santee, you can catch him in a lot of places.
He does pretty good. Don't let him bull crap you.
I know.
And y'all got me wanting to go to Santee. Real bad.
I'm probably gonna wind up going.
That means you're going.
Probably.
You gonna leave out here Wednesday.
Nah, you're going to Greenwood this weekend. What are you talking about?
If there's a tournament down there, I would.
You're fishing against Queen. You already said you were.
Just call out.
That's right, Chris. Call him out. If you don't want to fish against Queen, because in his words, you're scared.
We can go catch 12 pounds. Hey, I caught 16 this weekend in my lake, sir.
16 ain't even gonna get you paid in the BFL Saturday.
Down
In
there?
Santee.
No.
They won't even
No.
get you paid.
You won't even get a pat on the back for that. They'll ask you not to weigh. You're taking up space. Try again next time, sir. You're not quite good enough.
All right. What else we got?
All right.
Anything-
I was waiting on David to make a decision. He ain't gonna make one.
Fine. Queen, Greenwood. There you go. Decision made.
There we go.
I mean,
Tomorrow.
Whose boat's Matt gonna take down there?
that's what I want to know. It's his funeral. I mean, whatever.
Dang.
His boat will run. It ran the last
It ain't
time.
the matter of it running, it's the matter of it getting there.
Oh.
All right. You
I'm
know what?
excited for Greenwood.
You know what? All the viewers have asked for Greenwood.
we were supposed to go last
We're going to
year.
Yeah.
give them Greenwood, so there you go.
Man, I'm excited for that. I haven't been to Greenwood in a long time.
I haven't ever been there. I have no idea.
I still have memories of the mud rolling out of the river and them absolutely destroying a black buzzbait in April.
I wish I could get a buzzbait bite. That'd be like right up my alley.
You can get one down there.
Sean, ooh, I was scared you were going to say me.
Yeah, right.
What wrestler used to say you're next? Who was that?
Goldberg.
Goldberg? Sean Ski.
It wasn't your next, it was who's next.
That's right.
Well, I got to get through Queen first. I'm not.
What are you talking about? You just said want somebody with some clout. You better smoke Queen now.
Yeah, you better spot him 5 pounds.
I'm not spotting crap. Here's
He's got a new Ghost trolling motor.
Is it going to run that trolling motor from Newport to Greenwood?
He might be able to.
I don't know that the prop will have any ears left by the time it gets there. Chris Marshall, I've already put that whole Sammy thing to bed. I mean, he's got to play by my rules. If he
That's
wants
exactly right.
If he wants to play, he can play on my turf.
That's right.
If he beats me on my turf, he can call it at Murray, whatever.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Because if he beats you and it goes to Murray, you ain't going. I'm going.
Oh, listen.
Yeah, I'm
Who
going.
called you out?
Oh, Samuel Freeman says
Oh.
he's still ready for
He's another one of them that they want to challenge you, but they want you to come to their lake.
Gotcha.
I don't even know the guy, but
I mean, y'all can give me all the crap you
Oh,
want
there it
to.
is. I see it now.
But I've gone to several lakes and have beat several challengers on other lakes. I'll take my chances with Queen
Where have you been?
Greenwood.
Norman and
Norman,
Hickory?
Moss. Where else? That's it.
That's it.
Oh, and in Baden, I did get beat. I had to poop. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
there you go.
That old Ranger's caught a bunch of fish.
I know it has. I mean, Queen has had his moments.
On Wiley.
My point. He'll be down at Greenwood for the next 5 days. I guarantee you.
You don't know where we're going yet.
Ooh, this
Nope,
suspense is
I'm
mounting.
gonna cure that right now. As of right now, Greenwood's off limits.
All right. No waypoints
Okay.
either. You can look at it on Google
So-
Earth.
Okay. No, there you go. So I don't even get to practice.
Nope.
Nah,
All right.
that takes the fun out of
When we going tomorrow?
it.
No, my boat's currently sitting on empty in both tanks.
Woo!
Yeah, I about didn't make it back Sunday.
There goes $150.
You don't need $150 at Greenwood.
Depends on where you put in at.
Where you gonna go? Way up the river?
No, we're gonna put in right there at the 72 bridge.
I was gonna say
Costs $5 to put in, but that's where we're putting in at.
it ain't far from anywhere from there. Is it?
No.
I didn't think so.
All right. Well, I gotta see if I've even got it on my Lake Master.
You don't
But I don't even know if it's on Lake Master.
It's gonna be fun.
Tim Kelly, we bumped the day up because the next day was gonna be real crappy, and nobody wanted to do any part of it.
Sean,
I was
thanks,
going to Florida.
Sean, thanks for hanging out with us. Better check the water level.
It don't matter what the water level is.
It's on Lake Master.
It is on. Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, let's see here. What's the next thing?
That's it.
That's all we had tonight.
Well, no. For any of the high school kids that are watching
Oh, yeah.
tomorrow night, your team meeting will be at the store. Shane and I are going to discuss electronics, and you will be able to shop for fishing tackle.
Dang, y'all gonna discuss electronics. I ain't gonna be here.
Well, we were kind of hoping you would because I don't know that Shane and I are going to steer them in the right direction, but we're going to try.
Baseball practice is Tuesdays and Sundays. It's been that way since Thanksgiving.
You see that? Make sure you say, if you say off limits,
There's
that's
no
no
calling
calling
anyone for no info.
anyone for info.
Who am I going to call? I don't know anybody that fishes Greenwood.
There's
so.
a bunch of people on here. If you scroll back and look
You
at
got
all the
that
people
right.
talking about
Oh,
giant ones they've talked.
Chris Marshall
Jody.
and Jody Wright, notably.
I mean, I know this. Chris Marshall's info will get you a couple fish, but no checks.
Ouch.
And
Dang.
Jody, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, you do it. I don't know. I'm not soliciting anything, Matt.
All right, let's get off here before we dig too big a hole for
Let's
you.
do it.
We're not digging any holes. We're good.
Yeah, it's pretty big right now.
Okay, well, whatever.
Chris gonna call you. And he's mad.
Chris
at
will
you.
probably call me here in a minute, and that's fine. All right, Rusty Hooks Live, where our hooks may be rusty, but our points are always sharp. Tune in next week, and we might have a Chihuahua on the show.